Let's just jump right in. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unpacking a truly fascinating concept, straight from the Guided by 369 philosophy. Look, whether you're already deeply immersed in spiritual frameworks or maybe you're just, naturally curious about those weird numerical patterns popping up in your daily life, this is going to be a super engaging journey. We are going to look really closely at what the source material calls the master activation code. We'll explore exactly what it means when this highly specific sequence of numbers just seems to be following you everywhere you go. All right, let's get into it.
So be honest with yourself for a second here. Have you been seeing the number 369 lately? Maybe you glance at the clock and, well, actually scratch that. 369 isn't a real time, but maybe it's 3:06, and then you immediately see a 9 right after. Or more likely, you're spotting it on grocery receipts, random phone numbers, or even license plates while you're just sitting in traffic. It can feel incredibly random, right? Almost like a glitch in the matrix. But according to the Guided by 369 philosophy, this is absolutely not a coincidence. This framework actually views these repeated sightings as a highly intentional, very specific message directed entirely at you. It's basically the universe's way of tapping you on the shoulder to get your attention right smack in the middle of your everyday routine.
So, here is our game plan for today. First, decoding the 369 message. Second, the 7 reasons you're seeing it. And third, exactly what to do next.
All right, starting with part 1, decoding the 369 message. Let's break this down.
To really grasp this phenomenon, the framework says we have to look at the individual numbers first. The Guided by 369 philosophy assigns incredibly potent meanings to each digit, kind of creating this fascinating energetic blueprint. Think about the number 3 for a sec. In this worldview, it's all about creation, active expression, and a direct, unhindered connection with the divine. It's this pushing, forward-moving energy that brings ideas to life. Then we move to the number 6, which acts as a crucial anchor. It stands for balance, harmony, and love. Essentially, it's the stabilizing force that keeps all that wild creative energy from just spinning completely out of control. And finally, you have the number 9. This represents the culmination of the whole cycle. It symbolizes deep wisdom, completion, and profound spiritual awakening. When you weave all that together, creation, stability, and completion, the philosophy argues that you literally unlock a highly unique energetic frequency that can fundamentally shift how you interact with the world around you.
And you know what's crazy? This isn't just some modern internet trend that popped up overnight. The philosophy actually grounds itself in the historical ideas of the brilliant inventor Nikola Tesla. He famously stated, "If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe." For a very long time, this specific numerical sequence has absolutely captivated profound thinkers. They viewed it as a fundamental underlying key to understanding how the universe operates on both a mathematical and energetic level. It is truly fascinating to see how these esoteric spiritual concepts so often intersect with historical scientific curiosity.
Building on that grand idea, the source text defines this specific combination as a master activation code. Think of it like a literal bridge connecting your internal thoughts directly to your physical reality. It's the hidden mechanism that takes what you are intending, feeling, or visualizing in your mind and translates it into tangible, physical events in your life. We're not talking about just a lucky number you might play in the lottery here. Within this spiritual framework, 369 is considered the ultimate number of alignment. When you see it, it signals that the pathways between what you want and what you are actually experiencing are completely clear and 100% open for business.
So, when you are suddenly bombarded by this master activation code, what's the underlying theme? Well, it essentially signals that you are entering a highly powerful manifestation phase. The source notes this usually happens because an old, outgrown soul cycle is finally completing. Think of it like clearing out the clutter in a messy room. Because that old energetic space is finally clear, your new thoughts and intentions are rapidly turning into reality. It's a period of seriously accelerated growth. Whatever you are focusing on right now, whether that's positive growth or honestly, even lingering anxieties, is going to materialize much faster. It's just a powerful reminder that your internal environment is currently highly active in the best way possible, constantly shaping the world you walk through every single day.
Okay, that gives us a really solid foundation. Moving right along to part 2, 7 reasons you see it.
The text outlines 7 distinct reasons for seeing 369, and they all carry a very personal message for you. Reason 1 is divine alignment. This is essentially a cosmic thumbs up confirming that you are exactly where you need to be, even if things feel super chaotic in the moment. Reason 2 points to a massive surge in your manifestation power. Like we touched on a second ago, your thoughts just have extra weight right now, so you really need to guard them carefully and focus on what you actually want to happen. Reason 3 is that a cycle is completing. Maybe it's a draining relationship, a dead-end job, or just an old internal habit that's falling away strictly to make space for your next big chapter. And reason 4 highlights an accelerating spiritual awakening. This signals that your intuition is leveling up, big time, and you need to start trusting those gut feelings a lot more.
Moving on, the fifth reason taps directly into the creative energy of the number 3 we talked about earlier. It's a profound call to use your voice. The universe is literally asking you to express your truth, to actively create, and to share your unique gifts rather than just hiding them away. Reason 6 is a gentle but necessary warning that balance is required. If you've been working way too hard or just neglecting your well-being, the sequence is prompting you to bring harmony back to your mind, body, and spirit, channeling that stabilizing energy of the number 6. And finally, reason 7 is this beautifully reassuring message that you are protected and guided. It means your unseen support system is very close to you right now, offering a strong shield of protection as you navigate these big life transitions. Now that we know what it means and why it's happening, the logical next step is action. Let's transition into our final section, what to do next.
The framework provides a very clear 4-step method to use the exact moment you catch sight of a 369. Step 1 is simple but profound. Pause and say thank you. Gratitude acts as a massive multiplier, immediately amplifying the positive energy of that moment. Step 2 is to actively engage by asking a question, something like, "What do you want me to know?" Step 3 is to actually take out a pen. Write down your thoughts, your sudden inspirations, or your deepest desires. Physically writing them down helps anchor all that mental energy right into physical reality. And finally, step 4 requires a bit of faith. You have to trust the guidance. You just have to walk away believing that the answers to the questions you just asked are already in motion and on their way to you.
Ultimately, if you distill this entire phenomenon down, it leaves us with one incredibly comforting, summarizing message from the universe. The source material suggests that when you see this number, you should consider it a loving nudge saying, "We see you, we're supporting you, keep going." It's meant to be a beacon of immense encouragement, arriving precisely during those exact moments when you might be doubting your path, feeling completely exhausted, or just wondering if all your hard work is actually leading anywhere meaningful. So I leave you with this to ponder. The next time you see 369, and let's be real, now that your reticular activating system is fully aware of it, you definitely will. Are you ready to trust that guidance? What exactly is the universe trying to tell you today? Pay attention to your thoughts, look for the patterns, and always remember the power of that master activation code. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer today, and keep your eyes open for the signs around you.